G'day guys, I'm Neil.
And I'm Kirsten.
And together
We're roaming Oz Adventures.
Anyone hazard to guess where we are today? We're certainly not in our backyard.
No, not today. We're a little bit further from home than that.
So we're in Bourke. We're about to start the Darling River run from Bourke down to Menindee Lakes over 2 days.
And we're at the new lookout that's above the old historic wharf here.
Yeah, so they rebuilt a copy of a wharf here, so the river's flowing quite well. A lot of flood damage down there, but yeah, stick with us and we'll show you our interpretation of the Darling River run over the next couple of days.
Yeah, should be a lot of fun.
Should be. Let's go. So before you start your Darling River run, if you want to, drop in at the Baaka Bourke Information Centre just out of town towards Cunnamulla.
They do have a fair few maps and just some guides, and last stop of a cafe too if you wanted to.
Definitely. And a toilet. So
Yep.
we're going to head off.
There are so many emus.
So as we mentioned, we're doing from Bourke down to Menindee Lakes. We're going to be taking the eastern side or the east road down to Wilcannia, and then we're going to switch over at Wilcannia and take the western road down to Menindee Lakes. So we're on the Kidman Way at the moment, and we're just about to turn right onto Louth Road. From the research we've done, because we haven't done the Darling River run before, it does say that the eastern road is the more scenic of the two ways. So
Hopefully they're correct.
yep. So we'll find that out very soon.
Yeah.
So when you start exploring the more remote parts of this country, one of the more important pieces of equipment to have with you is UHF radio. A lot of the places you're going to go remotely, you're not going to have mobile reception, and a UHF radio will give you comms. So we have one in the car.
And we have one that we take outside the car, predominantly when we're filming. One of us has the handheld.
So the east road we're following at the moment towards Louth, it's a mixture of really good dirt and tar. The dirt is pretty high speed, we're easily doing 100 kilometres an hour. And we just went past the turn off to Gundabooka National Park. That's a bit of a drive in, but
It is, you know what, it'd be worth a stop if we had time. It's a little bit later in the day than what we were originally planning. But there are some campsites in there, some Aboriginal art sites. It'd be worth a stop in. That might be another journey for us.
yeah. So for us today, it's a priority. Get to Louth Pub and have a drink. So the Darling River run is very popular with a lot of travellers, especially people that run around with a caravan. We don't have a caravan.
No, we don't.
So we travel light, just a tent, sometimes a swag, easy to do. So just because you don't have a caravan doesn't mean you can't do the Darling River run and enjoy it just as much as we are.
That's right.
So we're just driving into Louth, looking for the pub, which is just in front of us. So I think we'll be pulling up in front of the pub in a second, and then we might
Shindy's
coconut
in,
drink.
I believe it's called.
That's the one, Shindy's in. Time for a drink. So we've made it to the Louth Pub,
We have.
having a drink.
Cheers.
Cheers. Little way to go to Tilpa yet, but looking forward to that drive, and that's where we'll probably set
Yep.
up camp tonight.
Yep.
So,
Great little pub here to stop in at though.
a lot of character
Shindy's
inside.
in.
Shindy's in.
Yeah.
So stop in, have a drink, have something to eat. Worth doing. Just had a drink at the pub, had a look around. A lot of character in that pub.
Sure
So
is.
just going to go and check out the Darling River before we head on towards Tilpa.
Yep.
That's where we're looking at camping for the night. So go and check out the river here and check out the historic cemetery before we leave and
Yeah.
see what we can see.
So we're just down here checking out the bridge and the Darling River at Louth. Well, we're at the Louth Cemetery and we're going to check out the Mary Mathews Monument. It's said that at certain times of the day, usually late afternoon, sunset, the cross itself will glow. We're not here at sunset, we're going to go and check it out anyway. Well, this 8-metre high monument is topped with a Celtic cross. It's been dedicated to Mary Mathews, who was the wife of the founding father of Louth, and at about 3 minutes at sunset each day, it glows in the sun.
So we've checked out the Darling River and the free camp on the other side. Went out and checked out Mary Mathews' glowing cross.
Not quite glowing yet, it's not sunset.
Too early.
We have places to be.
We do. We're just starting to leave Louth now and head towards Tilpa, which is about 90 kilometres away. So we will continue our drive. So one thing we've noticed in the upper reaches of this trek, you literally are nowhere near the Darling River, except in the towns.
Yes.
Louth obviously can get right in the river there. But looking at the map, you are actually a long way from the river. So
Not to say that it's not
gonna
beautiful
change.
out here.
No, it's much
It
better.
is. It's got an amazing flat barrenness to it, but it is not close to the river. So if you're expecting to be able to see the river as you're driving along at this point in time, not going to happen.
No. Just keep in mind when you're doing country roads, literally anywhere, you are going to encounter both livestock and wildlife, especially at the time of day that we're driving at the moment. We've had emus, kangaroos and
And a few goats.
And goats.
And
So,
lots of lizards. There are lots of lizards who decide that the roadway is the best place to sunbathe.
Just need to be vigilant, especially for kangaroos. They just are so erratic where they go.
So not only are we facing the time of day we left, which was a little bit late, so we're driving straight into the sun, we've also got some road base just off to the left-hand side, which means if we have a need to veer over at all, it's making it a little bit tricky for us.
And we've just stopped and cleaned all the bug guts off the windshield because I seriously couldn't see anymore. And it's just that time of the day. We're just taking it easy, but
Yeah.
there's so much wildlife around. So we're just getting to the intersection and going to turn right into Tilpa. Doesn't look like anyone's coming. Not that you expect to see many cars out here. So yeah, we're going to go and check out the free camp in town, see what that's like. Probably just put the tent up quick, and then I think we're going to go and check out the pub and have dinner at the pub, because why not? It's the Tilpa Pub.
Absolutely.
100%. Just about to cross over the Darling Bridge here. And
Tilpa, the village on a floodplain.
there is plenty of water running from the Darling. That was a bump. So, rush set up in Tilpa, just at the free camp across from the pub. Sun's going down, but it's hidden behind the trees, so we're going over to get our munch on at the Tilpa Pub. That's more important. So, end of day one, and we've pulled in at the Louth Pub, had a drink there, and now we're at the Tilpa Pub, waiting for our dinner, getting us nitty, and we're having a drink here, so cheers.
Cheers.
And as we said, we've set up camp just across the road, free camp there, so get our dinner on and take a wander down to the river, maybe if it's not pitch black by the time we finish here. And hopefully a quiet night tonight, and we'll continue on down towards Menindee Lakes tomorrow.
Yes. Well, as you can see, the walls of the Tilpa Pub are just covered in names. For a donation to the Flying Doctors Service, you too can put your name on the wall, and we're about to do that now. We'd like to make a donation to your Royal Flying Doctors, so we can put our name on the wall. There you go for the donation.
Awesome, thank you very much. Here's your picture. Anywhere you want, not the bar, not the windows, better chances of the roof.
Awesome.
And you can stand on the bar if you want. Okay.
Thank you very much.
There we go. It's official. Now fall off the chair. So I got a little cool last night. Don't know what temperature it got down to. Forgot to put the temperature monitors out around the tent last night. But anyway, breakfast is cooking and the flies are vicious. So we're having snot on a muffin.
Not snot, we are having avocado.
Snot. And eggs and mushies and bacon. Well, I'm having bacon.
And because you haven't discovered the joys of avocado.
Allergic. Not happening. Very fancy.
Indeed.
So morning.
Morning.
Beautiful morning here at the free camp in Tilpa.
Very much so.
It actually ended up being a bit of a cooler night than we expected. I had to get up around 4 and grab the quilt out of the car because it was just getting a bit
I got
cool.
a little bit cool.
It did. So we had dinner at the pub last night.
Yep, that's
and
pretty good.
made that donation to
Yeah.
Royal Flying Doctors and left our mark on the wall.
If you find it, bonus points.
Got to take a photo though. So that was good. This free camp's got showers and toilets.
Yeah,
so
the showers were pretty good. I mean, when we turned up, it was actually quite clean. I know
Yeah.
the reviews often say that showers and toilets are hit miss, but when we turned up, they were pretty clean.
Yeah,
Warmish water, tepid
Yeah.
perhaps.
not fabulous pressure, but a shower is a shower, trust
Yeah,
me. When you haven't had one for a couple of days,
that's right.
nobody stinks, so not anymore. So today, going to continue down to
Wilcannia.
on
Yeah.
the eastern side of the Darling. Then we're going to check out Wilcannia. We've been to Wilcannia a few times,
Yeah.
but we're going to check out Wilcannia. And then we're going to flip over to the west side of the Darling and take the west road down to Menindee Lakes. So we'll be camping at Menindee Lakes tonight. Camped there before. The Mozzies were insane,
But the sunset was amazing.
Yeah.
So,
Well, for as long as we could stand the mosquitoes.
yeah.
So that's our plan today. So
Yeah.
keep watching and we'll show you the second half of this adventure.
Yeah, indeed.
We're going to pack up. So we certainly enjoyed our night at Tilpa. Going to head out and backtrack a little bit and check out the Tilpa Weir. Didn't have time yesterday afternoon because it was getting quite late yesterday, so heading back over the eastern side of the bridge, and we'll head left back towards Louth a little way and go and check out that weir. So it was only a couple of kilometres out of town and we've just turned on to the Tilpa Weir Road. It's not signposted, but there's a couple of big giant rocks at the turn off and no gates, and it's quite a good road. I wouldn't want to try this in the wet, but and then it's a couple of kilometres down to the Darling, so check that out, Maxine.
Yes.
So sadly, a bit like the fish traps at Brewarrina, which were underwater, the Tilpa Weir is also underwater. So not much to see here today. Very pretty spot though. And the free camp looks really good here. Yeah. So we're just checking out the free camp here at the weir site. It's a really big free camp and it's quite spread out and there's lots of flat spots. Bit of rubbish around, people have left rubbish, but they're in the bins, most of it. But the views over the river are just awesome.
Yes.
And there's nobody here, so don't understand why no one's camping out here. Yes, I know there's no toilets, but not everyone needs a toilet.
No toilets and no pub.
True. Oh, so we've just come back from seeing the drowned weir. Not have much luck with things like that.
It's lovely to see the rivers fuller than usual,
Yes.
especially out here, but it is a little bit disappointing when you're trying to see a site and there's nothing to see.
Anyway, so we've just crossed over the intersection and you turn right to go back into Tilpa. We're heading down the east road again. It's about 145 kilometres to Wilcannia, so a few hours we'll be there. We'll just see what we can see along the way. And if we find anything interesting, we'll show it to you. This road is a little bit rougher than yesterday's road, so we're not doing 100 on this road, we're only doing about 80, 85, but I'm considering pulling over and just airing the tyres down from highway pressure just to make it a bit softer, because it is much more rutted, lots more potholes. So.
It's a bit of a rougher ride at present.
Yeah. So I've just reset the auto deflators to 30 psi. Normally I have them set at 24 psi for when we're off road. These make life much easier, so screw them on, pop them out, they do their thing, go around and do the rest. So we've aired down to about 30 psi from our highway at 40 psi, so it's softer, a bit easier, a bit better on the tyres. But just as a tip, if you're looking at doing any of the roads out this way, whether it's the Darling River Run, the Cut Line, anywhere up round Tilpa up to the corner, you do need to check out livetraffic.com before you head up, because these roads close at the drop of a hat after rain. And yeah, we've been watching the status of these roads for the last couple of weeks because a lot of these roads were closed for the last couple of weeks, and they've only just opened back up.
Google Maps, however, is still saying some of them are closed, but the signs themselves say open, and live traffic says they're open.
Yeah.
So one thing about coming down the east side is you are constantly very close to the river, and there's so many places you can pull in and have a look, just like we have done now.
So we've finally seen someone else on the road, and we've probably been going for about an hour. Kind of on a caravan heading back towards Tilpa Way. Just like any road, literally slow down, pull over to the side so each of you can overtake each other, sort of thing. Don't kick up too many stones and dust.
Yeah.
Just have some consideration and it's all easy. Yep, that's it. We just went over a bridge and we just turned into the right here, heading in to check out the National Park's Wilga Campground.
Yep.
Looks like it might be down on the river, so if you want to check that out, see what that's like. So we're just doing a drive around. Looks like it's got allocated camping, and they're huge sites, and they're right next to the river, or a bunch of them. There's picnic tables, there's toilets, there's barbecues. This is a really well set up campground.
It's a very well set up
And yet
campground.
nobody's here. Is it that scary? I don't know. Go that way instead. So we're up to 11 campsites so far. National parks, as you know, you've got to book, pay the COVID tax.
But it is a very nice looking campsite.
It is, and the toilets look very new.
And whilst there are lots of river gums around, which we know are notorious for dropping branches, the campsites do appear to have been cleared of anything untoward.
Everything here looks very new. Except those toilets over there, they're falling to pieces. So I think we're going to have a cuppa here because it's 11 o'clock and I'm going to go check the river out and, yeah,
Have a look.
coffee time.
Yep.
So just having a look at an overall look of the campsite. Just seriously one of the best looking campsites we've seen in a long time. And you got a little track there down to the river, so we're going to go and check out the river because it looks amazing.
Well, that campground was really nice.
It was. Just, I don't know, it just had a really peaceful vibe about it.
It sure did. Now, that was part of Wilga Station.
Yep.
And about 1960, I think it was, that was given over to National Parks sometime around then. May have even been a bit later, I can't quite remember. And apparently that site where the campground is, or somewhere near there, was one of the original places that Cobb and Co stagecoaches were changing horses at, and there was a hotel there.
Wow.
So a little bit of history, and if you look around there, you never know what you might find.
That's true. So we're just coming to the end of the dirt on the East Road, and we're about 6 kilometres out of Wilcannia, and we're just hitting the barrier highway, so we're just looking for traffic as we turn on. That the couple of hours it's taken us to come down from Tilpa on the East Road, I think we only saw 3 vehicles,
Yeah.
all towing caravans.
Yep.
So you may not see many people if you come down the east side or you do this. So we're going to duck into Wilcannia and have a look around and show you a few things, and then we're going to flip over to the west side of the river and, as we said, continue down to Menindee Lakes.
Yeah.
So we're on the banks of the Darling in Wilcannia. Again, pretty peaceful here. And the historical lift-up bridge. So after a bit of a look around Wilcannia, feel like a coffee, stopping at the Wilcannia Cafe, grab coffee. We're going to head back to the car and then start our run on the western side of the Darling and head down to Menindee Lakes. So let's keep going. So we've had a bit of a look around Wilcannia. We've been here quite a few times before.
A lot of historic old buildings here.
Yeah, there is actually a lot to see. And, you know, Wilcannia has got a bit of a bad rep, and maybe on occasions it's justified, but today saw nothing bad, wasn't worried, everything was safe. So drop into Wilcannia, especially the cafe. The coffee is amazing.
Yes.
So, yep, Wilcannia is definitely worth a stop. So we're just heading out of town now on the western side of the Darling, as we said. Because we wanted to flip over and go down that side. The Darling follows. No, the Darling doesn't follow. This road follows the Darling a lot closer than the eastern road. I'll get it right. I told you the coffee was good. So as you just saw, we've gone off the tar, we're back on dirt.
Yep.
And we did mention a while back, these roads do close after rain. This one only opened up literally a week or so ago,
Yeah.
so it's actually reasonable condition. It's a bit all over the place, but it's not too bad. So, as we said, check the website, use the app, make sure the roads are actually open where you want to go.
Yeah, and as with anything, drive to the conditions.
I was just going to say, 100%.
Absolutely.
So on the west side, you get fairly close proximity to a number of the lakes. We're just turned off and we're heading into one called Malta Lake. And she's pretty full.
She's big.
I wasn't sure whether it was going to be full or dry, but yeah, she's pretty full. Not sure whether you can camp here, but it's pretty amazing to see. Driving out from Malta Lake, and there seriously was more water in there than we were expecting.
Very big lake.
Like 60 seconds off the road, so well worth a stop. You
Yeah.
could even probably camp there. I mean, there's
I
no
think so.
signs to say you can't.
No.
So,
Lots
could
of
be
nice
Aussie
places.
heaven.
Could be.
But yeah, worth stopping. And there are some other lakes along the way as we head towards Menindee that, again, you could stop off and have a look at.
Yeah.
So we're just about 48, 49 kilometres out of Menindee.
Yep.
And we've got Balaka Lake off to our left. Now there is a road in just coming up here. We're going to turn in here and we're going to go down and check out Balaka Lake. It actually looks a lot bigger than Malta Lake that we just looked at. So
Yeah.
So we're about 20 kilometres from Menidee and we're coming up to the high
highway very soon. We're just about to finish the dirt section of the Darling River Run that we're doing. We're about to get back onto the tar. We've got lakes off to the left and a massive irrigated crop as well.
Yeah.
So we've just hit the tar. And that's about 18, 19 kilometres into Menindee. It's been a good trip. So, not done yet. Haven't got to camp yet. But yeah, it's
Not
been
too much further.
Nope. Nope.
Well, we've made it to Menindee Lakes, set up camp.
Yep.
Can't ask for a better spot than this. We are right on the water.
Yep.
We are going to get an amazing sunset, I think, which is a really great end to this trek of the Darling River Run that we've just done.
Well, it's our version of the Darling River Run.
Yeah.
So from Bourke down to Menindee Lakes, as you've seen, we did the east road from Bourke down to Wilcannia, and then from Wilcannia down to Menindee Lakes we did the west road. So,
Not a bad way to have done it.
well, kind of feels a bit sad that it's already over, really.
Yeah, it does.
It's like, even though we did it over 2 days, and I know some people do it much slower, that's fine. We've got other places that we're heading tomorrow, so
I think if we do this one again, there's a lot more places we will stop off and take our time to go and see.
yeah. Well, if we do it again, we'll probably start with the west road and then again
Cross over to
can
the
you do
east.
the east side.
Yeah.
So you never know, there might be a second one of the Darling River Run, just the reverse of what we've done.
Yeah.
So we hope you've enjoyed what you've seen and you've stuck around to the end.
Give us a thumbs up if you have,
Yep.
if you've liked the video.
Drop us a comment if you've done it before, what you thought of doing the Darling River Run
Yeah.
and that sort of thing. The weather's been good.
Definitely
The
has.
dust is horrendous. But it gets into everywhere.
It does.
And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. So
We'll see you
love
in the
putting
next
these
video.
out. We will see you in the next video. Bye for now.